See if that works. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, OBS dropped out. And he kept trying to reconnect to the stream and it wouldn't work. I don't know what that was all about. Return of the Grift Part 2. Bro, it's wild. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's really weird. Making grifting hard today? I guess so, man. Yeah, I was just chilling. It was working fine for a fucking second there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why that stream did that. It's kind of frustrating. Yeah, that was weird. Sunshine. People forget. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I don't know why it did that. Just gonna this. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's him and it's front. Alright, that should be working. Alright, says it's working now. Says everything's going good. I don't fucking know what that was all about. That was really weird, man. It just, like, all my shit dropped out all of a sudden, and, like, the stream ended. My Kick stream ended as well, so it might be an OBS problem, not a YouTube problem. I don't know. Hey, what's going on, Gary 2.0? What's up, Alec Ebling? Welcome in. Mike hit the end stream button like he was on Press Your Luck. Well, like, it just kept trying to... I was wondering if you're just going to call it a night. Nah, I want to stream for a little bit. I just, like, it kept saying that it was... Dude, and I'm dropping frames again. Dude, what is going on? It did it again. Now it's saying it's fine again. What are we doing? It might be YouTube. I don't know. Yep, I'm already dropping frames again. I don't know if it's a OBS hookup. Yep, it's dropping frames again. It just keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't know what's going on. Was Eva on that freaky list? They didn't put Eva on that list. No way. Well, because she wasn't a mom. That's why. A lot of people have been having issues today. Okay. Well, at least it's not me. But that's, dude, that's wild. Twinkles the Chinchilla rides in on a remote control car. Are we watching Count the Money versus Bankenseen's Grifter tonight? That's wild. Yeah, my internet's fine, dude. Yeah, my internet's totally fine. I'm just dropping frames like every 5 seconds. I don't know why that is. Time for a bit of the old in and out. Maybe I need to reset my computer. I don't know. I'm gonna be really fucking annoyed if I have to restart this whole bitch again. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Let me see. We're gonna just chill here and talk for a little bit and see if it drops again. It looks like it's not dropping now. Looks like we're at a good, like, bit rate. Looks like the connection's really good. But yeah, like, my internet's fine because I pulled up another stream and just had another stream going. So B-Man says, can we just chat? You know what? We can just chat. We can do that. Brody says, I'm an FBI grifter. It's wild. Let me find a place to save real quick in this game and then we'll just talk. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Oh, my God. Oh! Fucking shit, there's, oh, my God, they're all behind me! Gotta find a place to save! For being such a great sport and reading the charge of the Grift Brigade, such a good content in chat, music, laughs. Thank you, brother. Hey, thank you so much, Renaissance Boomer, for the 5. Bro, what the shit is going on? We're gonna do talking. I was just gonna go talk. I'm just trying to find a place to save. Bro, what in the fuck is going on? Fuck it, we're just quitting. No, we're just quitting the game. We're just quitting. We're just fucking quitting the game. Fuck it. Nope, that all went to shit so fast. What the fuck happened? I didn't even have the game sound on. Bro, what the fuck was that? Oh my god, everything went to shit. What was that all about? Now my stream's acting fine. That was weird. Or what are we doing, bro? Don Knotts is not looking good these days. That's pretty good. Nobody grifts baby in the corner. Was there a software update? Not that I knew of. The game knew. What's up, Indonesia Rabbits? That was wild, bro. Like, zombies everywhere. Dude, it was crazy. I'd already killed everybody through there. That's why I was running that way. I was like, I'm fine. I'm good. I have nothing to worry about. I was fucking wrong. God damn, bro. Anyways, we're just going to talk. I'm going to change the name of this stream up. It's the Eminence Front. What am I gonna call this stream? We're gonna do an Afrocast. We'll do Afrocast. All right, let me fix this. Sunshine, people forget. You couldn't tell I listened to that song just before this stream. All right, Afrocast. Grift edition. All right. Stream effed up, so we're just chatting now. All right, there we go. Sunshine. Oh, I gotta change the thumbnail too. I'll fix this. I'll fix your little red wagon. I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. I just wanna party with you all night. Now, let's see if Kick is working. I was also having trouble with Kick. I can't pull up Kick right now. Maybe Kick is the reason that started screwing up. I don't know, because when I went to go pull up Kick, I can't get to my dashboard to change the name of the channel, and then it keeps trying to fucking pull up other stuff. Let me see if this works. You have a Discord? I should have a Discord, but I don't. I've went to go set up one multiple times and then not done anything about it. And I'm kind of bummed about that. So, well, I don't know. Kick people, I apologize for the stream being mislabeled, but I cannot go into Kick and change it because my dashboard won't pull up. So we're just doing an Afrocast Grift edition right now. It's Eminence Front. Victorious GFT. That's fucking wild, dude. He's leaning into It's time to stop at the meme. That's what? No way. That's what got you guys to give it up? I missed the scream notification on Boomer's Super Chat. I know, I'm bummed out. It was fucking up. It was being stupid, man. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I appreciate you. Yeah, so I guess we're just fucking chilling. I wasn't planning on that, but that's okay. Like, I don't mind it. I wonder if I could, like, find things to, like, watch or something. I don't know. There's got to be some stuff I can, like, pull up and just, like, talk about. Honestly, before I did the stream, I was, like, really, oh, shit. I was like watching like just clips from different movies and stuff. I like to do that when I'm like bored. I don't want to talk about politics. I'm trying to avoid that shit. Yeah, I was like watching like old like Star Trek or Star Wars clips and remembering why we all fucking love Star Wars so much. You know what I do want to talk about? Because this is a big fucking deal. If you guys didn't hear already, if you didn't know, our boy Drunk 3PO in tandem with or in association with Ripascend has finally launched a Chromatic Chronicles Green. It's officially here. It's over on Ripascend's website. You can go check it out right there. It's right there. It's available. It's on Ripascend. Go right to their website. You can check it out. Here's a little trailer we're going to watch for it. I'm very excited for this.
Every day I do the same thing. I go to school, I do my homework, and I go to bed. I wake up the next day, and I do it all over again.
Reactive Beardo's leg reveal. That's funny.
Ever does anything different. Here?
Wait, it's like when your parents start to use cool new slang words. What the fuck is that? I didn't start that. No, it's not funny that he's using it himself. That's fucked up. That's wrong. You guys are wrong. You know that? Y'all are dirty.
Different is the worst thing you can be. If you're different, you go away and you don't come back. I don't want to be different. Besides, everyone is depending on me to do the right thing. My dad, my friends, my teachers. My only escape is playing in the woods. Sometimes I play with my best friend John, but most of the time I play by myself. John isn't afraid to ask questions and be different. The more questions he asks, the more questions I find myself having. I can't help wondering what might be outside Gray World, and I can't stop. Can you keep a secret? I even made a new friend. Her name is Green, and she comes from the color world. Green needs my help, and I have a feeling things are never going to be the same.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking excited for him. Very excited for Jay. They've been doing really well already. I believe they're at 20K now. For the sales. In their first day. Yeah, they've already sold 500 books, which is really, really exciting. If you go over to Ripascend, let me see if I can find I'll pull up the link here. Yep, so if you go over to Ripascend, you can pull it up. Here's the campaign. Fulfillment starts on 1/5. That's when the campaign ends. They're $25,000 in sales already. 500 books sold. They're probably a little over 25,000. The breakdown of the campaign, and then here's the different packages. So there's different colors, so you can just get the book. There's different variant colors or covers that have different artwork on it. There's a Chromatic Chronicles blue with some variant covers as well that kind of mirror what's going on with these covers. So those are really cool. So you can get a Chromatic Chronicles blue again. You can get signed and graded copies of the books of Green, and you can get signed and graded copies of blue. There's a coloring book for kids. And then there is a couple shirts here. A Chromatic Chronicles blue shirt, a Chromatic Chronicles green shirt. Then there's a black shirt with both John and Fortuna on it. And then there's a Chromatic Chronicles blue stress ball and a green stress ball. So there you go. You can go check that out. I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm really, really, really happy for Jay. Shout out to Ripascend for hosting him. And they're already halfway to their pre-order goal, which I think they're gonna blow well past that and really get into like some really good numbers. So you can get the blue and coloring book. Yeah, 2 of those are mine. Had to get signed and graded blue and green. That's awesome, dude. It's exciting. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta pull this up too. This is something I saw earlier today. Some of this stuff is gonna set me off, and I'm trying not to get set off, but it's gonna set me off. This is an article that somebody put up. And I've been talking about this for a while. Shout out to Sophia Narwitz for sharing this. This is where I saw it. This is on the website Rock Paper Shotgun. Okay, PC gaming since 1873. Rock Paper Shotgun. Look at how cool our website is. Fucking wrote an article. A guy named Edwin Evans Thurwell. That's what the fuck it looks like. Kind of expected, I guess. Why play a fascist? Unpacking the hideousness of the Space Marine. What's up, Ruin Leon? How you doing, buddy? Mike, look at me. Mike. That's what Leon sounds like. What's going on, Ruin Leon? Your taste in TV sucks? Incorrect. My taste in TV is excellent. I've been watching The Penguin. It's really good. I've been watching The Penguin. Just watched Breaking Bad. Just watched Better Call Saul. I've been watching good television, Leon. I want to fucking hear from you. What have you been watching, Leon? Nothing. You ain't been watching nothing. Been sitting at home, looking at a blank TV. Nothing. Just realized I didn't copy a green and read, so chalk one more up in a minute. There you go, dude. What's going on, Valkyria Winter, Hail, and Skull? What's going on? Freddy, don't leave. Stay here. I'm banking on the third one being Chromatic Chronicles beige. I do know what the next color is, but I'm not saying what it is. Yeah, 2 of those might have to get signed right. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, and it is very wholesome. My kids read it and loved it. Leon watching Agatha, right? Pulling up Agatha and watching that shit. I haven't watched any of Agatha, actually. This is something I was talking about. I knew this shit was going to come up at some point. I knew everybody was going to start talking about this. When shit gets into the mainstream, you know, obviously you get new people into it. And then you inevitably get... I've been watching the great Ray Skywalker conquer space in the greatest movie in cinema, Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Oh. I mean, that movie came out like a long time ago. You just now getting to that movie? Bro, you gotta catch up. Damn. Leon way behind the 8 ball. Fuck. Yeah, you gotta catch up, bro. It's red. Jay said that a long time ago. Did he? Okay, well, I didn't want to ruin it. Bro, where the hell Leon been, bro? Don't even stream no more? He streams. I see him stream all the time. He's streaming on Twitch. Leon, do you multi-stream or do you just stream on Twitch? What's up, lean back, have a snack, take a nap? Ordered and base covers. Hell yeah. Star Wars Jedi is the greatest Star Wars movie. Return of the Jedi? I mean, I can see an argument being made for Return of the Jedi being the greatest Star Wars movie. Yeah. I know a lot of people think it's Empire Strikes Back, though. That's my personal opinion. But I can see Return of the Jedi being one of those. Luke Skywalker is terrible compared to Great Rey. Who's Great Rey? Apathy Tales, thank you for the $2, says... Meek... fuck. I'm gonna fuck this one up. Meek Tanga Grifts? Meek Tanga Grifts? The fuck is a Meek Tanga Grift? Meek Tanga Grift. I don't know. I literally streamed this morning. Yeah, see, Leon streamed this morning. Twitch is gay as fuck. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. So like I said, I knew, knowing how this was all gonna go, you know, you're gonna have new people get into space. You're gonna have new people get into 40K. Then you're gonna have people that start like trying to get invested in the lore. They're either reading the fucking wikis or they pick up books or whatever, and they invest in learning about the lore and learning about the whole situation. The problem is when there's new people that come into a hobby that's existed for years, much like D&D. I think D&D is one of the best examples because of how long it's been around. You get people that come into these new IPs and they get invested. They want to learn about them. They want to talk about them. That's fine until they start looking into it and realize there's stuff in it that they don't like. And so instead of it being, oh, hey, well, you know, I guess this setting isn't for me, or, oh, I guess, you know, some of the stuff that I didn't know about isn't really for me. What happens is, for Tanga Grifts is another YouTube channel I love. for Tanga Plays other YouTube channel. I have never watched that before. I'll have to check that out. I'm very thankful I have great memories of Star Wars before Disney. We're going to get into that in a second. So I play Frit with Meek. Oh, I gotcha. Well, I appreciate that. I see now. Inevitably what's going to happen is you're going to get people nowadays specifically that don't actually give a shit about the setting, but realize that this is an opportunity for them to make a big deal about something and try to feel morally justified, morally feel more like the moral high ground and feel like they can shit on some other IP and talk about it. So this fucker decided to write an article to inform people of how fascist the Space Marines are. I want to read this article and I want to talk about it a little bit, and we are going to talk about Star Wars because I was watching stuff about Star Wars earlier. Hey, Pyramid Builder, who is Margaret Sanger? Probably your mom, the way you're fucking coming in here talking to me. In order to make Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 enjoyable, Saber Interactive had to make the Space Marines less like Space Marines. That is to say, less semi-lobotomized, hypnotically indoctrinated slave soldiers enthralled to an uncaring and possibly non-existent god, which is a wild and so horribly disseminated idea of what Space Marines are and what the Imperium is. Like, not one, like the idea that the Emperor doesn't exist when people have actually met the guy is kind of a wild thing, like, to even start out with. What's up, Pedro? Welcome in, man. Someone farted in chat. Oh, it's like a dead elk fell into a septic tank. That's fucking wild, bro. And then shout out Cellular Dream over on Kick. I don't know if Kick's working now or not. Hey, do you guys know the Space Marines are kind of authoritarian and problematic, right? Do you know people know that gene seeds turn the Space Marines to look like their Primarchs over many years? They probably don't, because that's the thing. They're reading this shit on Wiki. In the words of Rick Priestley, primary writer for the original Warhammer, so he even went back to the 80s and was like, look, see this guy, this is what the guy said about them. You know, I'm like, but yeah, but they've evolved that over the years. That is like when the setting was first created and the grimdark setting was kind of a joke, and then they decided to adopt it as the actual like settings. You played Resident Evil 2, your title is off. I was playing Resident Evil 2 and then my fucking stream broke, and the problem I'm having right now is that Kick will not let me back into my dashboard to change my title. Every time I try to pull it up to go in there, it doesn't work. So I don't know if Kick was the problem or what was causing it. So I don't know. But I can't change my title over on Kick now, which is really annoying. In Warhammer's 40,000's supposedly satirical, definitively grimdark Imperium of Man, the Space Marines are the genetically engineered sons and warrior monks of the Emperor, a messianic figure reduced to a dreaming corpse on the Golden Throne, whose imminent psychic emissions serve as a kind of spiritual lighthouse for interstellar travel. Space Marines are grotesque supermen clad in motorized armor, who exist to exterminate the alien, the mutant, and the unclean. They're the ultimate embodiment of patriarchal, xenophobic fascism. This is a source of some irony, given that they themselves barely qualify any longer as human according to the ideals of uncorrupted humanity they champion. Wow, you mean there's irony within fucking 40k? Imagine that, bro. Hey, thank you for the follow, by the way. The Emperor sits on the Golden Throne now, though he's just a skelly boy. He fights for mankind every day. Well, yeah, I mean... and by stream broke, he means a whole football team of zombies jumped his tail. He turned off the game. That's not what happened. The stream kept dropping out, Twinkles. And then when I restarted the stream, I tried to play Resident Evil and got ganked by zombies, but the stream was still dropping out. So I stopped playing because my chat asked me to just talk instead of stream the game because it kept breaking. Wanting to change a franchise you barely know about is stupid. Yeah. And then fuck, hemorrhoid hurts for 2 Aussie dollars says I'm here but hammered. 12 beers in, 12 to go. Well, there you go. Sounds like you're having a really good time. I appreciate that. Mike Fibbin, he didn't wear his brown pants tonight and chicken out of playing Resident Evil. He's scared. That's wild. You're gonna lie to the other people that just got here in chat? What's up, Lethal Create? That's crazy. Y'all gonna lie on me now? Say that I was scared? That, really? That's how we're doing this? Oh, y'all are dirty. Y'all doing me dirty. Damn. Trying to read this fucking article. It's very hard to imagine how they live their lives. Space Marine 2's creative director Oliver Hollis Leak told me in an interview shortly after the shooter launched in September. They're so far from our daily lives and concerns, and we had to find a way to bridge that extreme mentality with something more human that can be connected to by fans, by audiences, by players, so we could actually make sense of their story rather than them just being fanatical killing machines, because it's hard to like those characters. It's so hard to like fanatical killing. It's so hard to like these characters. How are you ever going to get invested in this story unless we change these things and make the humans more human? How are you ever going to like the Imperium of Man? How are you ever going to like this grim, dark setting? I mean, I know it's a super popular setting that's been around since the 80s. I know that it's growing in popularity left and right, and tons of people are fans of it, but how is anybody going to ever connect with this stuff? Why? How is that going to happen? It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know? By the way, get the fuck out of here, Noticing. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Well, maybe the stream wouldn't drop out if you pay off your internet bill on time, you Grift and Chia Pet. What are you talking about? My internet works fine. My internet worked the whole time. No, you know what? And you're supposed to be nocturnal, so why are you always going to bed so early? Lucky says, how's it going, brother? Hope last night didn't break you. It did not break me, but thank you. Mike was really so scared he pulled the plug. Oh my god. Emerald Hurts for $2 Aussie says, firing up Warzone. Drunk, toxic Aussie incoming. I respect it, bro. Damn, Mike got called a chia pet. Buy a chinchilla! It's fucking wild, bro. It's fucking wild, bro. They'll turn it into a 2016 Ghostbusters, right? Hi, Romeo. What's going on? In particular, of course, Saber wants you to like Space Marines under your control. Protagonists Dimitri and Titus and his subordinates, Charon and Gadriel, together, says Hollis Leak, the trio form a window into the difficult life of a Space Marine. Where there's a threat of corruption on every side, it's a real threat. You have to be firm and unwavering, and then if you get on the right side of them, there's this absolute brotherhood and sacrifice that you get from it. Without spoiling too much, there's mistrust within the team. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that. So, I just think it's funny that this guy is trying to kind of pull a surprise, surprise. Did you like Space Marine 2? Did you know that they're fascists? It's the same shit that they tried to pull when Helldivers got really popular. You know, Helldivers was doing really well. People were like, holy shit, Helldivers is awesome. We really like this. And then, of course, you inevitably had all these articles getting written going, guys, did you know that Helldivers are going around killing innocent aliens? Did you know that this whole thing is problematic? Did you know that these guys are probably serving a fascist government? Why is everybody playing this game? Why does everybody like Helldivers so much? And it's like, what? And then these are the same people that will accuse us of never wanting to have fun. These are the same people that when we get upset with shit about, you know, having our favorite franchises get changed or fucked up or turn into like bad fanfic and stuff, they go, shh, just let people have fun. Why can't you guys just let people have fun? Why can't you just let people enjoy things? You guys are right, and every time anything happens or anything gets popular, you guys immediately try to figure out what's problematic about it so you can write a bunch of articles screaming at people, telling them not to buy a game or play a game anymore because of all the problems with it. Tony Flip, what's up? Meek, what's up, bro? Thanks for being here, dude. Bad night. Y'all taking my mind off BS. Down bad, but we bounce back. Hail, Skirt, Ferg, hail, chat. Well, I'm glad, Tony Flip. Thank you for being here, bro. We decided to talk about stuff and chill, and yeah. Hammer and Hort says, I'm Australian, mate. I'm sobered or hammered. No middle ground. I respect it. Australians got real hustle, bro. I'm glad you're here, Tony Flip. I'm sorry you're having a rough time, bro. Appreciate you. And thanks for hanging out. We're going to hang out for a little bit. I got a 40-pounder of whiskey for dessert. That's wild. Yes, did you know we're trying to have a good time? What's up, Jimmy Collins? Welcome in, buddy. It's not made for you. It's wild, bro. It's saying something about how you're accustomed I am to the ostensibly parodic figure of the Space Marine being portrayed as a hero, that I didn't really question this desire to make you like and get the fanatical killing machines at the time. To be clear, I don't think Saber are deliberately and consciously trying to kindle empathy for literal fascist enforcers in Space Marine 2. Much of the above reasoning is grounded in ostensibly neutral, best practicey questions of craft and characterization. This guy wrote an article saying, you know, them trying to make us like the Space Marines, they probably weren't trying to make us like fascism. No shit, Sherlock. I'm pretty sure everyone over at Games Workshop isn't sitting there going, man, I hope that the people that like the Imperium and play as Space Marines really learn how to have empathy for fascism. I really hope these people become xenophobic and hate anything that isn't like pure humanity. Nobody's doing that. It's so fucking wild to me that somebody can sit here and think that this is a real... I'm sure they weren't trying to get us to empathize with these fascist fanatical killing machines. You know, they're just trying to sell a game so people play it. Like, imagine you go like, hey, you know what? I'm going to pick a really troubled, like, setting where, you know, you play, I don't know, you fucking play as, like, okay, perfect example. Imagine you play as Golem, the Hunt for Golem or whatever, where that fucking shitty ass Lord of the Rings game you play as Golem that everybody fucking hated. And imagine they actually make Golem act like he does in the books, where like he sneaks into people's houses and eats their children and eats babies. Imagine that shit. Oh shit, my fucking computer is fucked up again. Dude, no way. I'm dropping frames again. Hey, what's going on, Giggity? Welcome in. We dropped off for a second. But yeah, man, like, it's so fucking wild to me that these people, like, that somebody is like, he really thought he was cooking here. That he had to explain to himself, I'm sure that what they're trying to do is just make you enjoy the game. He thought it was me, but it's you. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's Kick now. They have to tie everything to their narrative. It's exhausting, really. I 100% agree with you.
Would join us.
Leon of the Core, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Epic Mike for breakfast, sunshine eggs or scrambled? I like sunshine eggs. I like one with a little bit of a soft runny yolk. Not a super runny yolk, but a soft, slightly runny yolk. Drop bars, not frames, right? Mike, you don't have to drop frames. The horror game is gone. That's wild. Like, it's my fault that the software, that the streaming service is having problems. It's somehow my fault? That's a game I could get behind. That's wild. But imagine that's the case, and then you're doing this thing, and you're playing, and you're doing awful shit, and people go, you're like, I don't really want to play this because I don't really like. I'm not really particularly interested in all of this. Or somebody goes, man, I love being this evil character that does all of this heinous shit, and there's no real point to it. Like, it's just wild to me. It's crazy to me to think that you have to look at 40K. We already, like, if you know anything about 40K, you know what the setting's like. You know what the setting's about. So who are you writing this for? You're writing this for newcomers of the franchise so they can get upset. And you know what those people, some of those people are going to do? A small sect of those people are going to do? They're going to get on Twitter, they're going to go on social media, and they're going to complain about 40K being problematic. They're going to complain about fascism. They're going to complain about all this stuff. And then inevitably, they're going to try to change the setting. They have no power to change the setting, but they're going to whine about it for sure. Do you need help with your stream settings? No, Don, I'm fine. It's just, I don't know what's going on. Like, I haven't had trouble up until today. Everybody says that YouTube's been having trouble. It's just randomly, like, I'll just start dropping frames, but I should be fine. We'll see what happens. Hemorrhoid Hurt says, plus I'm on $200 an hour to monitor a bunch of tech systems from home. Holy shit. Friday afternoon drinks at Warzone and listening to Epic Mike. Life is great. Well, I'm glad life is going so good, man. Oh my god. The chinchilla somehow found a roach in my computer. That's somehow fucking... That's wild. Yeah, that boycott really worked for Harry Potter, right? But you know what they did? Vercingetorix? 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 Vercingetorix. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Is they a bunch of these people ran to people's streams and screamed at them for playing fucking Hogwarts Legacy. They're like, hey, did you know that this game is problematic? Did you know? I can't believe you're streaming this problematic game. They even went after like small streamers, regular people that are just fucking Harry Potter fans. Hey sissy, have a great night. I appreciate you. I hope you get some sleep. Hoping I might catch an epic mic rant at some time. Well, buddy, oh buddy, you're here for one now. Okay? It's gonna take more than dropping frames to bring back the Grift jokes. I'm not trying to bring back the Grift jokes. I'm not trying to bring back the Grift jokes. Pulling a Beardo, that's wild. What's up, Pale Horse Hitchhiker? Twinkles, why don't you just go to bed? Okay? Why don't you just go to bed? Okay? Little Chinchilla, why don't you just clink on along? Drunk 3PO pronounces it verse and clitoris. That's fucking gross. That's wild. I can see that it's not that. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how to pronounce it. That's crazy. Verse and clitoris. There's no L in that. Beardo is gay and fat. That's crazy. That's the thing. It's like, what is the purpose of writing an article like this? What is the purpose of trying to call out the fascism in this? I don't like. What is your end goal here? Because here you go, and this is where it always goes to. Because this is like where they're trying to like connect to this and make this like a bigger problem than like an actual problem. Still, it would have been useful to dig into what it means to make Space Marines likable, because Warhammer 40k today has an issue with certain groups of players actively identifying with them. Yeah, there are people walking around actively identifying as Space Marines. What a fucking joke, bro. What's a zombie hero afraid of? Kryptonite. That's wild, Lucky. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Vercingetorix. Okay. Well, there we go. In gold to inflame and get clicks. That's probably the only thing I can figure. Exactly how far this extends is unclear. So this guy makes this statement that a certain group of players actively identify with Space Marines. What he's actually saying is a certain group of players actively identify with fascism and xenophobia, and says exactly how far this extends is unclear. So he doesn't even know, like, well, I know there's people that do it, but I don't know how many there are. But the game's fascist subculture is significant enough that Games Workshop have felt moved to publish statements disavowing outright bigots and reminding the tabletop community that the Imperium of Man is a send-up of fascism, of empire, and of murderous patriarchs, not an endorsement. There's nothing to endorse! It's not real! Like, holy shit, bro. Pulls up doll chair. Fucking crazy, bro. There's like a whole lore with Twinkles. Ingol's trying to transform it and gatekeep. Yeah, it's how can I get rid of the hardcore fans of this that I can, how can I unfairly label certain fans in this group, especially the ones that'll be the most vocal about me writing these articles and the most vocal about us trying to change things, and how can I label them with something that will get them dismissed and all of their opinions dismissed? You do not have to write a disclaimer telling everybody that you're not a fascist company. It's a fictional universe. It's crazy to me that you would, as a company, think that you have to disavow the fictional universe you created because you think that people might actually identify with that stuff. What are you talking about? If these people are that fucking dangerous and toxic, they're going to be that dangerous and toxic and problematic without your fucking setting. Here, newsflash, they were probably already fucking fascist. It's fucking crazy. Horo says he was the last High King of the Celts who was given his position to fight Julius Caesar. He failed because Caesar. Interesting. What's up, Red Android? Then write the fucking article. I'm not a journalist. I don't write articles. I'm here talking about the article and criticizing it because this is the platform that I have to do so. Listen to Mike rant while I bully Mazza on his zombie stream. Oh, is Mazza doing a zombie stream? I have to go over there and check that out in a little bit. Dan Vass is sure there's something wrong with this article, but he can't put his thumb on it. That's crazy, dude. Is this like the thousands of death threats they receive from toxic fans? Probably. The company's outspokenness is praiseworthy. Here's a go. Yep, here we go. Here we go. The company's outspokenness is praiseworthy, but there's the argument that much of this is out of their hands. Every community harbors extremists who read against the grain, but Games Workshop are also guilty of hypocrisy here, in that modern-day Warhammer 40,000 is a far cry from the satire it once claimed to be. Back in the 1980s, Warhammer 40,000 could have been called counterculture. It's loopy, you are fascist universe, a warping of Thatcherite? There we go. Britain and the Cold War. Oh, Thatcherite, yeah. Its artworks and characterizations subversive in their feckless jamming together devices from the 2000 AD comics Milton and Dune. But over time, the license holder have softened and consolidated the wackier elements in order to make Warhammer 40,000 more sellable. A gradual mainstreaming that has transformed the Space Marine in particular from a crazed and distorted thug into a stoical, camaraderie and devout necessary evil pitched against a galaxy of apocalyptic terrors. Oh God, what will we ever do? Lion of the Corpse, thank you for the channel membership. What's an article? I don't even fucking know. Thank you so much, Lion of the Corpse. I appreciate you. Lion of the Core. So they say, okay, well, it's good that you called it out, guys, okay? It's really good that you called it out. But it's not good that you guys have made the setting more serious. And in order to try to sell more things and make it more of a popular setting, you got rid of some of the parody elements and made it a little bit more serious of a setting. That's problematic because that's going to make the extremists identify better with it. Rough Dyke, this is a good one. What if, hear me out, Warhammer 40k is a fictional satirical commentary on the worst of humanity and a cautionary tale for the advancement of technology without the advancement of social mores. I don't know. Right? Almost like they think that everybody's too stupid to figure that out. In 2003, the writer-designer Tim Colwill published a comprehensive account of how Warhammer 40,000's reverential militarism and apocalyptic fascist sentiments have slowly overgrown the more whimsical and pluralistic aspects of this sci-fi fantasy setting. He discusses how the Space Marine Games Workshop's best-selling miniature has matured from a jackbooted bully into the doughty and dogmatic paladins we see in Space Marine 2, endowed with a tactical aesthetic ready, made for modern third-person shooters, which cleaves away from the colorful exaggeration of the 80s, and much closer to the real-world military gear of special forces operators. You mean it's evolved with the setting? It's evolved over time because our understanding of military and our understanding of what's cool and what's different has evolved? We literally had a conversation about this before. Me and Rough Knight talking about this earlier today. Settings change, characters evolve over time. Where Batman was, you know, back in like the 40s to where he is now, completely fucking different character. He evolved into something totally different, man. It's kind of wild. Freddie Yankoba says, in all seriousness, gotta hop off, Mike, if you don't mind. I love the rants and puns, but my brain is stocked. Have a good night. You're like, hey, man, you're all good. Bro, Freddie, have a great night. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Rough Night, no 40k created the MAGA people. That's what it feels like they're trying to get to. Because here we go. Get ready. Surprise, surprise. Guess where this is going? As Colwell notes, one of the outcomes of making Space Marines more like real-world soldiers is that 40k has become more appealing to the actual military institutions that have so often proven to be allies or spawning grounds for fascists. The military likes 40K because they've noticed the people that are playing a strategic war game might also be interested in the military. This is like this fucker, right? This is like going to write an article going like, hey, the soldier, they have soldiers that are actively campaigning to get people that are really into Call of Duty to join the military. What are we doing? Because they're going around shooting guns and pretending to be soldiers. It's actively making them extremists. Oh, the military being involved means that the setting has lost its way. He comments scathingly on the presence of United States Armed Forces recruiters at Warhammer 40K tournaments. Then tell them to fucking leave! Say, yo, we're not cool with you guys recruiting at our fucking tournaments. It's no different than saying, yo, I don't want you hawking your other shit at my tournaments. Go! He is similarly unimpressed by the recent diversity watching of the settings Ubermensch in Space Marine 2. Charon and Gadriel are of non-white ethnicity, much to the chagrin of certain reactionary Warhammer players, and by Game Workshop's efforts to market this most vicious of fables to younger teenagers and children. Even as older enthusiasts show up to events in Nazi regalia or cheekily portray noted Hitler sympathizer Donald Trump as present-day God Emperor. And there it fucking is. It's like I could have guessed from the beginning of this article where this fucker was trying to go with this shit. Whoever wrote this squats when they pee. Bro, whoever wrote this sits backwards on his fucking toilet. Like, this wild, bro. I play 40K, it's a fun tabletop game. Lion of the core! But don't you understand that you liking 40K might radicalize you? Are you telling me that when you look at 40K, you don't fall in love with the idea of fascism? That you don't look at the emperor who sits upon the golden throne, the emperor of mankind, that when you look upon him, you don't see Donald Trump in his stead? You don't see this? And once again, keep in mind, this is another situation where one of the most powerful beings in the setting is being compared to Donald Trump. Just like in The Boys, the way they see him is one of the most powerful beings in the world. Homelander is the most powerful being. He has stated that multiple times, that he is the most dangerous, most powerful being in the setting. And they compared him to Donald Trump. And they try to make him as pathetic as possible. But at the end of the day, everybody is fucking terrified of him because he could burn the whole fucking place down and nobody could stop him. Remember this, okay? So now they're comparing the Emperor of Mankind. They're saying they're making Trump the God Emperor. You mean the fucking corpse sitting on the fucking golden throne? I was gonna vote for Harris, and then I played as Titus, and my skin turned orange and my hair blonde, and I knew what I had to do. I knew. I was radicalized. If you're near the Emperor, you go into a coma. Yeah, right? Hypnotic says go to bed. How about you go to bed? We're on the same time zone. No matter where you are, we're in the same time zone. Why are you up so late, Hypnotic? How you doing, buddy? We're just reading a fucking stupid-ass article from a guy that's trying to criticize 40K. And, of course, complain that there's not enough diversity in 40K. They're wearing helmets and armor the whole time! Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hypnotic 99 cents says, a pile of poop with a face. Thank you for the 99 cents, Hypnotic. I appreciate you. Cowell's appraisal of Warhammer 40,000's gradual grim darkening deserves to be read alongside Susan Sontag's essay, Fascinating Fascism, written in 1977. Your boy Mazza, Yowie boy Mazza, for 199. The God Emperor and Trump both make me ooh-woo, though. That's wild, bro. What a wild thing to say. Hypnotic, I hope your fucking stream went well, by the way, buddy. I appreciate you. Shout out, man. Anyways, Susan Sontag's essay, fascinating Fascism, written in 1977, which explores how the culture industry can serve as a laundering apparatus for shitty ideas, reintroducing verboten people and things by means of an insinuative process of waiting for cycles of taste to distill out of the controversy. In the course of what is technically a product review, see, reviews are allowed to be political. Yeah, reviews are allowed to be political. Do you know why they're allowed to be political? Because reviews are people's fucking opinions. Nobody has ever said that reviews aren't allowed to be political. The problem is, when you only view things through a lens of Trump is bad, you are not looking at things with any kind of objective eye. You're trying to figure out how to compare something to something that it's not comparative to. When that's all you ever see, and that's the only way that you view the world, it becomes very difficult for you to be able to look at things objectively and decide, hey, you know what? I'm cool with this, or I'm not cool with that. I'm okay with this, or I'm not okay with that. Or, hey, you know what? When I look at this, I see some of the problems, but I kind of enjoy this other aspect of it. No, you just see everything through a certain lens, and so everything becomes problematic to you, unless that thing is so heavy, like so heavy-handed, and it hammers the point so hard and specifically decries and calls out the things that you have a problem with, that it becomes completely worthless as a piece of art or as a piece of entertainment. That's the thing. Nothing is worth it. And you know a perfect example of that? Look at The Boys. There's a reason they're on their last season. And somebody tried to argue with me, well, actually, the writer, he already had planned in 2020 to only go about 5 seasons. And then he said in 2024, this fucking year, you know what? I can see this going on longer than this. I should stop saying that I'm not going to do it anymore. There's probably a lot more than 5 seasons. And then 2 weeks later, the ratings dropped for The Boys, and their numbers were awful, and their fucking ratings were in the toilet, and people were not liking the show because of how heavy-handed it is, because of how bad the writing has gotten, so they canceled the show! There's a reason that the next season is the last season. Because nobody wants to watch it anymore, because it's not well written anymore. Nobody's having fun with it anymore. It's not a tongue-in-cheek mockery of politics and of superhero culture and of commercialization. Now it's just them screaming about one person and one side that they don't like constantly, and trying to figure out how to make sure that you understand that everything that they agree with is the only way you should look at the world, and trying to figure out how to tell you how you should think about the world around you. They literally that's why they use such horrible, dated, modern references. They're like, we said yeetin' something because doesn't that relate to the children? Isn't that cool? So they call out things that relate to the modern world, even though half the time, because of how productions work, they're fucking late to the draw and they're behind the 8 ball on it, and so the terminology sucks and already feels dated when the show starts. But they have to put all that stuff in there so that you see that the world that they've built is just like the real world, just with superheroes in it. No, it's just as bad as our regular world, okay? So that you can understand that these are the bad things that we're trying to call out. It's not about, hey, we're making vague references to ideals and concepts that we think are problematic or that we think are deserving of mockery. Remember, at one point, people believed that they were making fun of both sides. Maybe at some point they were, because politics in general are ridiculous, but that's not how they see it anymore, because the more popular the show got, and the more popular Homelander became as a character, and the more the less popular other characters in the show became, they realized, oh God, this is a real problem. We have to stop them. We have to make sure that they understand that Homelander is pathetic. He's a bad guy. Nobody's supposed to like him. Stop liking a Homelander. Don't like him anymore. Look how pathetic we've made him. Don't you understand? You see how pathetic Homelander is? Do you get it now? Line of the core for $2. Mike, look up God Emperor Trump. I've seen God Emperor Trump. The fucking like giant plastered thing that they made. It was fucking wild, bro. Grego says, oh, look, another grifting stream. That's wild. Not grifting anything. The Irresponsible Ghost said, encountered it earlier on Twitter that was gloating that Kamala had to use a band having a free concert to get a massive crowd when Trump doesn't. I just sat there going, are you an idiot? It's wild, bro. Sith Eternium JEM says, well. Welcome in, Sith Eternium. I brought that up in regard to the point of people viewing things through one specific lens. 100%, you're good, man. It's why, like, somebody tried to argue with me before. Like, when I was going off, I went off a little bit on Twitter about Haley Williams at a concert, sitting down and being like, you gotta go out and vote, and don't vote for fascists like Donald Trump. Don't do it. Go out and vote for Kamala Harris and all this stuff. And I'm like, do not insert politics at a concert that people are here to listen to music. Those people got mad at me and tried to argue against what I was saying with that. But guess what? First of all, she was reading off of a script. Second off, somebody was like, well, yeah, but if you go to a Kid Rock concert, I bet you're totally cool with him talking about politics, aren't you? No! If I go to a Kid Rock concert, it's because I want to hear Kid Rock music. Which, guess what? I'm not doing and wouldn't do. But here's the thing. If I go to a concert, if I go to a play, unless that play is specifically labeled as something that is inherently political, I don't want to go and listen to politics. I want to go and be entertained. I don't want to fucking watch a movie that is full of a bunch of people's heavy-handed political ideologies. That's the thing. And this whole thing of like, well, everything is political. There's politics in everything. You can have a mirror of culture in movies and shows and televisions. That is how people write things. That's fine. As long as the message itself is not being forced at people. You should not be telling people this is what you should interpret from my work. You go, here is my work. Interpret it as you will. It's why this guy praising Games Workshop for being like, guys, fascism is bad. Don't be like the Space Marines in real life. Yeah, thank you. I never considered actually being like a fucking Space Marine. There is no Imperium to follow. And the idea that you're like, well, the United States Armed Forces is trying to recruit people at 40K. They're trying to recruit people anywhere that they can. They hang out outside video game shops. They hang out anywhere that young people are at, because you know what they need? Young bodies. Young, impressionable bodies that will join the military and do what they're fucking told. That's what they need. And because 40K is growing in popularity, and it happens to be a military strategy game, guess what the military is going to do? Maybe we should go recruit at these places because these people have a strategic mind and are interested in military and war tactics. Hollywood is beyond cooked. You ain't wrong, bro. Like, I don't want to hear politics at anything that I'm going to that is not inherently political. I don't want to listen to it at all. I want to go somewhere in this case. If I want to go listen to Kid Rock, I don't want to listen to him preaching at me about who I should vote for. If I go to a Taylor Swift concert, I don't want to listen to her tell me who I should vote for. I want her to play her fucking music, and I want to sing and dance along to whatever fucking thing she's playing, or sing along to whatever Kid Rock is playing, or I want to fucking get, like whatever the person is. That's what I'm doing there at that concert. I am not interested in hearing their political ideologies. I'm not here to be preached at about religion. I'm not, unless I'm going to a Christian concert, I shouldn't have to be told what to think about and how I should feel about things. I don't give a fuck what your platform is. Now, if I go somewhere and the person is a political commentator, the person is even comedians. If you go to a comedy show, you know what you should be doing? Comedy. I shouldn't have to sit there and listen to you scream at me about politics. If I go someplace and you're a political commentator, if I go someplace and that's what you do specifically is just rant about shit, that's what we do on Afrocast. It's just me ranting about whatever comes to my mind at the time. So it just so happens that right now we're ranting about 40K, and a guy writing a very shitty article about 40K that could have guessed from the beginning was going to be like this. What's up, Rapnod? Says, watching Grifty Griggs. Hail. Well, good to see you, buddy. Adrian, thank you for the super chat. Holy shit. Off topic, but a character like Homelander really makes you appreciate the role of Ma and Pa Kent. 100%, dude. Enjoy you ripping into the boys. Thanks, Jules. I appreciate that. Wait, we talking about the boys? Nice, right? A person can be evil and admired at the same time. I would hate the Kurgan in real life. Watching Clancy Brown and Highlander was awesome. Yeah, dude. Let's see here. Dude, the mentality of the boys fandom is literally the equivalent of that of the Rick and Morty fandom. You have to be an intellectual to understand it. It's like, no, you don't. Not anymore. There was an edge to it. And there's an edge to, and there is a level of intellect to parody that can be there. and that is appreciated, and it can be really fun and entertaining when you go, man, there's layers to that humor there. But when it just becomes you have to scream at people about what they should and shouldn't believe, it becomes a real fucking problem. Sleazy says, Mike, guess what day it is? What's going on, Sleazy? This Mike guy's right. He's a grifter, but he's right. That's crazy, bro. Hail to the Emperor. The God Emperor protects. I go to rock concerts to get back out drunk and enjoy the music I like. That's exactly it. They don't recruit Mikey. They can script. That's true. Papa Emperor bless. Strength through honor and strength. Young military-age people that will follow orders. Yeah. Sell smoke and mirrors, a ruse. Bait and switch. Communism was a red herring. I guess killing me with this flawed 40K lore, right? What's up, Cellular Dream over on Kick? Hail the Emperor, stand with home. It's fucking wild. I noticed I got rated, but I didn't see who rated me. So 2024 can F right off. We live in a clown world. You're not wrong, dude. What's up, Vex Fears? Welcome in, buddy. I wouldn't be caught dead at a Taylor Swift concert. Yeah, that's fair. Thank you, Lethal Create, for the gifted subscription over on Kick. I appreciate you, man. And I'm already dead. Well, yeah, Ghost. I mean, that's fair. Can't believe it's almost 2025. I know this year blew by fast, bro. Mel Gibson just said Kamala has the IQ of a fence post. That's nuts, bro. Adrian, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you. Epic Mike just became the god of destruction. Unless the jokes are making fun of politics. Yeah. Right in the middle of an epic rant. Good timing. Thanks, just JK. Kick raid. Thank you so much for the kick raid. I appreciate you. Mike being based at 2 in the morning, right? I can't stop myself. It's Grift Day. I'm not grifting. I'm not asking anybody for any money. I'm just chilling. Why can't we just have fun with evil characters instead of acting like liking them says anything about our morals in real life? You know, and that's what's really annoying about it is like, because I was talking to somebody, I think it was Rough Night. I was talking to Lady Epic about this too. You know, so I went and watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and I can see so much now of how many people and how many writers watch Breaking Bad, said, wow, that's great writing. I need to make my villain act like this. And we have this massive like push to make villains relatable, but then what happens is if you make villains relatable, you can't make them. A great writer will make a heinous villain not relatable but understandable. But if you don't understand what's happening and you're not a good writer or you didn't really get the message correctly, you will try to make the villain relatable. And so you will try to justify their actions, or you'll try to justify their evil because you look at that and go, well, you know, I get where he's coming from and therefore it should be good. The thing is, without spoiling anything for people that haven't watched Breaking Bad, Walter White is a villain. He is not a good person. He's not a good person that got into a bad situation and just said, oh man, I'm just wrapped up in this and I can't stop. The point of Breaking Bad was that Walter was always this person deep down inside. Okay? And he then tried to he pushed into something. He reached into something and found, you know what? The more evil my actions are, the more I get what I want. The more I get the respect I want and the desire that I want. There's a constant reinforcement through the show that he has a massive ego, hates people getting credit for anything that he's done, hates people trying to baby him or take care of him or offer him help. He is a ton of fucking pride. He is not a good person. And by the end of the show, all it's done is peel back the layers of who he was as a person in the first place. He's not somebody that went, oh my God, I didn't realize what I was becoming. Look at all the things I've done. I feel so bad. He's actually remorseless about it and doesn't care. The only time he ever backs off of anything is when he gets put in a position where he is in trouble and doesn't know what else to do. That's when that's when he starts to pretend, or that's when the cowardice in him comes out. Because he's both. He is a coward, but he's also a villain. It's both. But a lot of people took that, internalized it as, I have to make my villains relatable, and then try to make things like, well, this villain's actually kind of right if you look at it from his point of view. Some antagonists, some characters can be right from a certain point of view, but a good villain is evil. That's the point. Darth Vader's a great villain, not because he's Luke's father. It's because he's a villain. He's a bad guy. He kills mercilessly. He does horrible, evil things to people, and he doesn't care who gets. He'll destroy anybody in his way. What resonates to us about Star Wars and Darth Vader as a character before the prequels came out was that Luke sensed good in him, and that Luke did everything that he could to find and extract and bring out the good in him and remind his father that, you know what, everything that you've done does not mean that you have to continue being a villain, that you can become a good person again, that you don't have to constantly live in the dark and give into the dark side, that you could give into the light, redeem yourself. It's crazy, man. I've been on Grift Op 6. I grifted a lot. I'm actually looking forward to playing Black Ops 6. Thank you, American Ninja. I appreciate you, bro. This nigga said Kid Rock. Bro, I'm just using Kid Rock as an example because that's what somebody on Twitter yelled at me. Well, you went to a Kid Rock concert and he talked about Trump. You'd be upset. You'd be okay with it. I'm like, no, I wouldn't. But I also wouldn't be in a Kid Rock concert, but still. Yeah, thank you so much, Cellular Dream. I appreciate you, bro. Griftageddon rolls off the tongue. It does a little bit. Mike, I sent you a DM on Twitter like 3 weeks ago. Did you really? I'll have to check it out. Sorry. I've had so many like invites to shows and all kinds of things that I'm super behind on. I've been so fucking busy. I love how Meek can go straight from epic rant to, hey, what's up, Adrian? Right? Is Mike grifting again? Did he say 100 to turn off his light again? I'm not grifting. I'm not asking you guys for money. That's crazy. The Irresponsible Ghost. Hey, great timing on this one. Can we talk about how all the villains nowadays have to have some logical motive behind them instead of just making a villain that is just evil for the sake of being evil? Perfect timing on that. Handsome Jack was a great villain, Twinkles the Chinchilla, because he's just fucking evil. He's just flat out a bad guy. He's an egotistical, selfish piece of shit, and he doesn't care who he hurts to get what he wants. And he doesn't like being challenged. It's wild, bro. The guy playing isn't a good person either. That's fair. He sells meth! I am the one who knocks. Yeah. But we can appreciate watching Walter fall. We can appreciate watching him become a villain. But it doesn't mean we have to relate to him and agree with what he's doing. Tony Soprano, another great example. Tony Soprano is not a good person. And then of that also example, you have Jesse, who like starts out in a much worse place than Walt is, but is actually a good person deep down and realizes he doesn't want to be this monster anymore and he's trying to get out of it. You made this Grift. Why the fuck are we making gaming content? Welcome to the Grift. Welcome to the Grift Burger, home of the Grift Burger. Can I take your order? That's wild. Breaking Bad is not that deep and complex, Mike. Now Homelander holding a fast food bag. Now that's deep. Watch Deadwood. I will. It's on my list. Jesse, we meet to Grift.
Huh?
That's wild. When you're a kid, you look up to superheroes. When you're an adult, the villains make more sense. And that's fine because you can understand from a different perspective how messed up the world is. But it doesn't mean you relate to the villain and go, yo, I need to be like this guy. Too many writers see some great writing. Instead of learning from it and creating their own style, they just try to copy what the great writer did. Yes, only corrected for modern times. You're 100% right, old Renaissance boomer. What you just said is why I never got into Breaking Bad. I watched a season and a half. I was like, I don't like watching a guy be evil. That's fair. And I get it, Resev. And if you're turned off by somebody being evil like that, and you'd rather watch somebody be heroic, there is no fault at all. It completely makes sense. Vader still has moments of goodness, but they're so few and far between. And they're often tied to Luke being around. Because Luke reminds him of the good in him. Tagashi can pull off making villains feel almost relatable while still being evil. Tagashi. That's the writer for Hunter x Hunter, right? Yeah, the Hunter x Hunter writer. Yeah, he's very good at that. But it's funny because I was actually talking to somebody the other day about Hunter x Hunter. And the thing about Hunter x Hunter is, like, if you look at, like, Gon, who's the stereotypical, like, shonen protagonist, in a good way. It's not a bad thing. Gon, somebody described it as, like, Gon is a psychopath who was raised by good people. And Killua is a good person who was raised by psychopaths. And it's like, there is a parallel to that and how they interact with the world around them and where Gon as a character goes. I'm not saying that Gon is all pure evil, but what happens to Gon when he gets into a situation where his moral high ground is challenged is to get very angry and violent with people around him. Togashi's an incredible writer. You know, especially with people like Kurapika and what he did with Kurapika. Yeah. Please hit the like button, support the grift. That's crazy. Writers in the West can't succeed at giving villain depths because they have no depth themselves nor life experience. Yeah. A good example of an actual good writer or a good writer doing a really good villain is the first Joker movie. He actually wrote a great villain because you're not supposed to like Arthur. You're not supposed to relate to Arthur. You're supposed to understand where Arthur went or came from. But he used an IP. He used a pre-existing character that had a concept that made sense and that he could understand the theme of to write Arthur out. Without the Joker, I don't think that movie exists. I don't think that movie exists at all. Because you have to have the blueprint of the Joker to even come up with that idea. So, I feel you. I don't want to hear your views if I'm paying you to sing, right? Disney used to be great fun, but irredeemable villains. Yeah. Mika's trying to gaslight Chad about his grift. I'm not! I'm not asking people to send me any money! It's wild. Handsome Jack is the greatest modern villain in modern gaming. I do actually agree. He's pretty damn close to being the top. I don't know if he's the best. He's pretty fucking good. I'm trying to think who else might be at the top of that list. Darth Kreia from Knights of the Republic 2 is really fucking good. But yeah, Handsome Jack is a pretty fucking great villain. Because like in Red Dead Redemption 2, Dutch isn't really the villain in that game. He's becoming a villain, but he's not the villain of that game. Micah kind of is the villain of that game. There isn't like an essential villain of that game, to be honest, anyways. There's a lot of antagonists to Arthur's redemption journey, which is why they call it Redemption, Red Dead Redemption. But yeah. I'm not grifting points to stream name. Okay, listen. Touche, Twinkles the Chinchilla. I forgot I called this Grift Edition. Fucking shit. Crazy thing is the number one religion censored in the world is Christianity. Let that sink in. Yeah, man. It's pretty wild. What's up, Irish Jedi? I just finished the 4th episode of Dan to Dan. So good. I've heard it's really good. Leon told me to watch it. A couple other people have been telling me to watch it. I'll check it out. It's on my list for sure. I've been watching, right now anime-wise, I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So, and I haven't got back to that one yet. So, Skirt Ferguson says, a lot of great TV back then about flawed men trying to make their way and get worse and worse as they got pulled down the rabbit hole. Stories about bad men don't work if the writers have no morals. You're 100% right, man. I wonder if this guy freaked out when that little girl knelt to Darth Vader at Disney World. He probably did. You're relating to Darth Vader! Stop! She's gonna become a fascist! We're gonna finish this real quick. Cowell's appraisal of Warhammer. Yeah, we talked about that. Shoot. Oh, fucking shit, that scared the shit out of me. DB Wild, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hold on. I've been sent by Jeremy to talk about a shit movie. Want to guess which one? Don't you do it, DB Wild! Don't you do that! Don't you put that evil on me!
Daddy, chill.
And Meek's pulling a Jedi mind trick, reverse grifting. Oh my god. I know everyone is taking food from off their family's table and he still wants more. That's what Grift is. What are we doing? Welcome to Costco. I love you. Thanks, Bex K. Congrats, Mike. The Grift comments are back. Are you happy now? I'm not. I didn't do this. I didn't make this happen. Epic Mike invented the reverse grift. Jesse Pinkman was a good guy in Breaking Bad. He was. That's crazy, dude. They are trying to do that with the Penguin. That's crazy. Epic Griftus the Magnificent. Mike, serious question. Do you prefer your pizzas with grifteroni or grift chovies? If you watch Breaking Bad, you understand Pinkman is a good guy who was manipulated by Walter. He only cooked meth. He choked when he went to go kill the thugs. Walter did it because he truly is. Yeah, Walter is the villain of that series, of that movie. My favorite will also always be Robin Hood. They're so good at matching up voice actors to the characters. Pat Buttram as the sheriff of Nottingham. Aha, aha, right? Peter Ustinov, Terry Thomas as Sir Hiss. Yeah, he's Jago Moo. Thank you, JJ52. We're supposed to send money to chat here. No, you. Warwizard said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I just got here. Mike is already grifting again. What the hell? This is, dude. What are we doing? This is crazy." If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, what are you doing, right? Tom Cooper says, Mike's gonna make so much money he'll make his own amusement park and he'll call it Grift Flags. The Grift of House Usher? I'm new here. I didn't know about this rule about giving Mike money. There's no rule! There's no fucking rule, dude! Can we talk about how these people take over pieces of the media that have already great villains and characters and bastardize them into people, these basic shits that reflect the ideas they hate? Oh, dude, 100%, man. Holy shit, it just hit me. Usher is having his own fall right now with the Diddy stuff. There you go. Here we go. DB Wild for $10. I got a message in my DM from somebody named Wolverine State Fromaster asking for a little scratch. So, here, I play Much Love Meek No Homo. Thank you so much, DB Wild. Oh my God. What are we doing? Kindon B, how's it going? What I missed? Can you just go back over everything, Mike? Yeah, I can just go back. That legitimately just scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit. That actually scared me. I'm not even playing a scary game. If Mike doesn't keep the grift over 55 miles per hour, he'll explode. Dude. Somehow the grift came back. No way! Watch Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy, and Overlord. Okay, dude, I have so many fucking anime that have been suggested I need to watch. I'll try to add it to the list. JoJo's, huh? JoJo's Very Straight Adventures nails that so right. There's some reaction bait for you. That's wild. Mike is the Emperor, the Grift Emperor 40K. Dude, I notice women are more receptive to evil characters being relatable with the whole I can fix it mentality. Some of them have. Maybe it's the feminization of entertainment that's to blame. Might have something to do with it. It might actually have something to do with it, for sure. Yeah. Tweet Tone says Mike should get a Grift Vidya RTX 490 for his PC if this is the way he wants the roll. That's crazy. That's so fucking good. Holy shit. Crimson Cyborg over on Kicks says, sorry, Mike, can't super chat, saving my money for OnlyFans. Dude, I respect that fucking so much. It's like, sorry, man, I wouldn't send you money, but I gotta jerk off, bro. Dude, I respect it. You're grifting, and we're commenting on it. I'm not grifting! Tomberry Master for 50! Says rule number 1, we don't talk about Grift Club.
Chicken grits in my soul. That's how I roll.
And that is the 70s theme, Hypnotic and Rapture, yes.
It's my favorite. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. I think, give me that bucket. A finger licking chicken. From Kentucky to the bayou. The flavor's so right. That secret recipe keeps me up all night. Gotta have that punch, that wonderful spice. KFC, baby.
Hey, God Gaming, have a good night, buddy.
Paradise. Fried and crispy, can't resist me. KFC, a Southern Mystery Project chicken. Finger licking, come and get it. That clock is ticking. Fried and crispy, don't you miss me. KFC, you're making history less
Thank you for the 50, Tomberry Mouse. I appreciate you, bro. Grifter on the roof? No way! Bro. You guys are out of control, bro. I'm trying to entertain. Have a good night, Don Gaming. I appreciate you. Yeah, I got that the 70s theme actually from Don Gaming Live. You guys have not checked him out, go over to Don Gaming Live on YouTube. Go check him out. He does awesome streams, man. He does really good work too on my channel. He did this. He did my little epic mic in the corner here. He also did this. And this. Yeah. He did all of those, so shout out. I like big grifts and I cannot lie. That's wild. Joking, I don't pay for porn. That's wild. Man's honest, right? I was like, oh, I respect it. And it says, do you fear grift? Do you fear that meek abyss? Are all your meeks laid bare? All your grifts are unpunished? I can offer you an escape. 20 meeks before the grift. Will ye serve? That's wild, bro. Went full Davy Jones with it, bro. Grift. Huh? What is it good for? Dirty Jersey says, hail Epic Mike in chat. Hey, what's going on? I'm not gonna lie, Mike looks like somebody from that time period with that afro. I feel like somebody from that time period with his afro. Mike said he'll stream for 2 more hours if he gets 100. I couldn't stream for 2 more hours for any amount of money. Unless I had enough to go buy something like Speed or something. Why does this slap though? Because it's just fucking good, bro. This is the greatest AI tune that was ever made. You may be right, because I haven't found one as good as this one. Make Grift Donalds. If it's your first time at Grift Club, you have to grift. Mike, I'm sorry. I can't make this month's payment. Please give me more time. Bro, that's crazy. What if somebody was brand new in here and didn't know what was happening? They would think that I really like forced you guys to give me money. They'd be like, yo, does this guy like force people to fucking give him money? He's running a show called like Grift Edition, and like people are telling him, I gotta feed my family this month, Mike. I can't do it. It's wild, bro. Dan Vass will never know the joy of finger looking good ever again. That's crazy, dude. Oh, shit. That would be a real shame if something happened to your kneecap. No, I'm not doing anything to anybody's kneecaps. That's wild. Grift and grease in my soul. That's how Mike... That's crazy. Griftzilla -1? Bro. Say grift and enter. I'm sorry I can't super chat Mike. Half my groceries are from the local food bank. Stop apologizing! I'm not taking any... New username idea, extortion meek. That's crazy. Griftar, the way of the grift. Mike does force us to give him money. He has my family tied up in his basement next to Josiah. Where was it? Guys, it's only $5 a month. Please chat, may I have another? That's crazy, dude. Master Mike. I promise I'll sell a kidney for the next Griftcast week. Oh my god, dude. Fucking hell. DB Wild, thank you for the $10. It says, so got another message from Wolverine State Fromaster. Said if I don't want my dog to end up like the ones in Metal Gear Solid, I need to send another 10. Okay. That's wild, dude. Nick Cage and Willie's Grifterland. Say grift one more goddamn time. Well, we're stuck here, but there's still time for your new viewers. What's going on? Celluloid Dream. Over on Kick. Let me see who just raided me. I can't... Westward Smile, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you, bro. I cannot see my Kick. I was trying to play Resident Evil 2 and it didn't work. And then when I tried to go over to my Kick to change the title stream, it would not pop up. Now it's popping up. Let me change this now. Chicken grease in my soul. That's how I roll. KFC, baby. It's my favorite. Oh. There we go. Just chatting. Mike, I appreciate you always saying what's up to me. Like, that's the 5th time tonight. I'm sorry. It's just you have one of those names, I guess. We have Coomcast. Don't need OnlyFans. He's out the cripple for 2 says, Grifty-o, Grifty-o, the Bangarang Grifter. That's crazy, bro. Like, what did I do to you guys? I'm not grifting anybody. I don't know what to do. Mike should pull his hair back and wear a Black Panther beret. Could do that. That's not a bad idea. It wouldn't work. Maybe not for you, but those zombies are running a train on your tail. I mean, it's kind of true. They were kind of fucking me up a little bit. The unbearable weight of massive grifting. Might therefore closing my home now because of how much I put towards the grift. Grift's a meekrit to everyone. Wow, one of those names. Mike only recognizes our wallet. That's not how this. No way. Nightsaber says, yo, Mike. Got back to the hotel from Wing Daddies after 6 Flags San Antonio. Meet up day 2 in the bag. Hope you make it to the next one. Had a blast. Well, that's awesome, Nightsaber. I'm glad to hear it, bro. I'm glad you had a good time at 6 Flags. I'm glad you're hanging out with people, having a good time. That's awesome. I definitely will be at MegaCon, and hopefully I can make a lot more meetups next year. I would very much like that, so. Please forgive Epic Mike. He's on auto grift mode. The grift strikes back. Battlestar Griftica. Tom Cooper says, sorry, Mike, I can't support your grift tonight. I really need to support my ex-wife and pay for her heating bill. She doesn't stop calling about it. Mike's chat 2024. Mike couldn't get the game to work, so now he's reading chat. Those excellent. You guys asked me to talk. You asked for a talking stream. Come on, guy. Mike needs money for his secret family. That's wild. I Spy Grifty Meekshin. Fucking I Spy reference. I already sold my child to pay the grift. Please, I can't give more. I heard the meek shall inherit the earth, but grift. Tim Pool had to shut down because Mike's grift made him grow. Holy shit, bro. Sleazy said for $2. Is this enough for you to release my family? Yes, your family is free. Because I never had them. That's crazy, dude. What are we doing? God, I probably should. I should just fucking go to bed at some point here. This is crazy.
Huh?
Mike should get a Kangol Spitfire beret and be like Samuel L. Jackson. That's not a bad idea either. I'm not a hat guy though. Like maybe when I like shave my head, I'll be more of a hat guy. Man's gonna start streaming at GriftCon 2024. Midnight Meat Grift. Did I miss the Griftathon? Guys, that's wild. A fan gifted Jay a butter dish that oddly looked like a butt plug. Did they really? That's wild. Cult of Grifty.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
Mike is so generous. Maybe my knees will be okay. Mike, I'm working on Motel Boulevard to keep up with your payment. DB Wild for another 10. Says, okay, now I'm getting DMs from someone called Flying Jojo saying he'll stop Fromaster if I drop another 10. What are we doing? It's wild, dude. Oh my god. Don't believe him? He always says he'll release it, but always just wants more. Griftverse Studios? Oh my god, dude. Like, you totally rock a top hat on top of your afro. That would be cool. Just have it sitting right here. I'm glad you're on. Don't want to go to sleep. $4 margaritas and ribs hitting right now. That's good, Night Saber, but dude, don't look up the original title. That's crazy. I'm literally probably going to go to bed soon. I feel terrible now. Now I just need to stay up. I need a pimp cane with a top hat. I almost, dude, for Halloween, you can ask Chaz, I almost bought a wizard's, like, cane. was like a little like fucking silver and black like cane, and it had like a reddish orb with like a dragon, like a silver dragon wrapped around it. Yeah, I almost did that, but oh god, I just realized how much more of this fucking article there was. Dude, I didn't realize that there was gonna be more. This nigga's talking about kink. He's talking about kink now. He's talking about fucking fetishization. Look at how much this is. Dude, oh my, dude, I can like fucking pick this. The Space Marine recruits are all cisgender men. It's a commercial act. But I gotta stop fucking reading this article, bro. This motherfucker is out of fucking control. This motherfucker is out to lunch. And he still keeps going on, screaming out about the Imperium and how fucking fascist the whole thing is. Dude, this is wild. Fuck this guy and fuck his stupid articles. The point is, stop letting these fucking idiots in your fucking hobbies. And when you see them show up, mock and shame them. Point and laugh at these motherfuckers until they feel so much shame that they leave your fucking hobbies alone and never write an article about them again. That's what you need to do. Make sure that they understand they are not welcome into your hobbies. 2 grifts, 1 cup. Grifterella. He bought the cloak instead. That's true. The cloak was better. Were you going as a magical Negro? Something like that. Dude, the cloak plays, though. The cloak's so comfortable. Mike's fetish is grifting. That's wild. I should look up, though. Dude, I do kind of want, like, I don't know, like a cane or a staff or something. Make gatekeeping great again, right? Grifting for more dogs. Grift Nokia. That's all this is. I'm just trying to get enough money to buy a couple dogs. I wonder, like, where's a good place? Do you guys know a good place to, like, get fucking, like, I don't know, medieval clothing and stuff? Or, like, I don't know, like, where would I get, like, a fucking wizard cane? Where would I go to get, like, a cool wizard cane? This guy has a magic walking cane for $430. I would never spend that much on, any cane. That's kind of wild. A cloak and a staff, Gandalf the Grift. Gandalf the Grift! It's a great thing about my photography, Meek. Nobody except me and Light see what I can capture / create. That's fair. Grift, son of Theft. That's fucked. You gotta make it. True Swords have them? True Swords. Who's that? It's True Swords. Ooh. This is a fancy website. Let's check this out. Does it make your grift stronger? Akira RK Outpost has some killer wizard clothes. Look for Rinfest happening nearby. A lot of good medieval merch can be found at those. That's fair. Yeah, dude, we do have like it's only open for like 3 or 4 months, but there is a Renaissance fair around that we can go to. Rubies for mid-level costumes. Going dressed as Griftlax. That's crazy, bro. This turned into a roast session. This turns into people. This is what happened yesterday too. People just started making up different names for fucking they started coming up with different names for like movies and songs and video games with the word grift in them. And it was like I completely lost the entire fucking chat. They sent in like over 4,000 messages. I couldn't keep up with the chat, and then said I was grifting, and then they had the nerve to tell me that I wasn't reading their chats. Friday the 15th? Dragon Grift sparking theft. Oh my god, dude. Here's a cane. That's kind of cool. Shit's expensive. Oh, look at that. They have a Gandalf the Grey collection. Honestly, one of these days, like one day, I don't know when, I don't know how, but I'm going to get a hold of Glamdring. Glamdring is one of my favorite swords in like all of fiction. I fucking love the design of that sword for some reason. It's one of my fucking favorites. The Renfest in Hollywood shut down at the end of September. I found a lot of great stuff when I was there. Really? Yeah, that's what time ours closes too. I think they're open like July, August, and September, and then they close. They have some really cool stuff though. They have like a full on like land that's open there, and they have like a fake castle that's there and shit. It's pretty cool. True Grift, Lord of the Grift, Fifth Grift, Along Came a Grift, Nightmare on Grift Street, Griftmare on Elm Street. You guys flipped it on each other. What are we doing? A grifter is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Epic Mike, co-founder of Griftverse. Some of us try to get them past it by making it not cool. I'm sorry, Griftinator. Please let me keep my house. Yeah, and then when I fucking posted that this was the Afrocast Grift edition, they were like, oh, he's onto the joke now. It's not as cool anymore. I'm just looking up canes. I just want to see what kind of canes they have on this website. There we go. These aren't really cool canes though. Like, I mean, they're like, they are kind of cool, but like, I don't really want like a sword cane. Although a sword cane would definitely come in handy. I just want like a cool, like a little wizard cane. Like, oh, look at that. That looks like the cane of a wizard. It's just a lot of like sword canes though. And I feel like these wouldn't hold up very well. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Does any of you guys in the chat have one of these like sword canes, or does anybody have, not from necessarily this website, just in general, did any of you have like a sword cane? Because I want to know if these actually would hold up. Like if you're like in a situation where you're like, yo, I'm in trouble and I have my fucking cane, and then you whip it out to like fight somebody, or like, get back, you scallywags, or whatever, and you start like stabbing at people, like, do they hold up? Could you like actually defend yourself with them? That's gotta be Kane. My God. What was the name of, what's this website? Fuck, I don't remember. I just missed the, let's close it. Forgot the name of it already. What's the name of this one? TrueSwords.com. Epic Mike thinks chat is real. We're just bots running on AI. Mike, you were in the Matrix. The movie was a documentary. Wake up, Mike. 1010111101. That's wild. Andy Griftith show. Renewed shall be the blade that was grifted. You need an Atlantean sword? What's an Atlantean sword? Oh shit. That's fucking rad. That kind of gets, yeah, that gives me a little bit of like a man boner. Well, like, I mean, every boner's a man boner, but like not like a boner like I'm gonna have sex with it. Just like fucking, it's cool. I do need an Atlantean sword. I do. Fuck, those are really cool. I love Conan the Barbarian sword design. I do need one of those too. Shit, football. I'm not a mod here. Rough Night. Could you get him that link? What are we doing? Jeez. What did football ask? Oh God. What could go wrong with a $30 sword cane? Well, that's why I'm asking. Like, what, you know? I want a wizard cane, but in Meek's hands it'll look like a pimp cane. I don't even have that big. How to tame your grifter, bro? That's wild. What do we do? What, Solomon Grifty? Oh my God. Sword canes are considered concealed weapons. Are they really? I didn't know that. Don't know. That's what I got a 9mm for. Yeah. I'm like, have at thee, and you're like, what link are we trying to get? Dude, Full Metal Grifter. You ever hear the tragedy of Dark Meekus the Grifty? What link are we trying to get to? What? Who are we trying to get a link to? If I was going to have a bladed mobility assistant, it would be a walker with 4 bladed nunchucks. Do you know about the greatness that is Control Shift T in internet browsers? You mean to go to my next tab? I don't know about that. I'm just lazy. Whole 9 grifts. A stream to surpass grift gear. Oh, was mistyped, not football. I mean, forgot. Gotcha. Cheech and Grift. I got a rifle cane? Do you really? That's kind of rad. That would be even worse. Like, they think you're going to pull out a sword, you're like, bang! Did Mike just say football for forget? Does Mike have beardo disease? No, he kept typing football! That's why I was confused. He kept typing football. I didn't read it like that accidentally. I read it correctly. You guys are wild, dude. Oh, God. Lady Epic is asleep now, guys. So I should get to bed. Before Reese of the Cripple starts explaining to me how my fucking computer works. Thank you so much, Isaac, for the $2. Like, you gotta check Cold Steel for swords and canes. It's not your next tab, it's your last closed tab. Oh, I don't want to do that. That would be bad. That would be really bad. I'd get caught with all kinds of weird shit. I was looking up Pixar moms earlier. For the stream, Cold Steel. All right, let me look them up. coldsteel.com. Ooh, they have some cool stuff on here. KFC is gravy gospel. Oh, and there's some rat shit on here. Folding knives, fixed blades. Japanese swords. Oh, Japanese. Oh, very sharp swords. The guys don't fucking quote that. That was bad. I shouldn't have said that. That was fucking very insensitive of me. I can't believe I fucking did that. Dude, I used to, this is, yeah, okay, they have walking sticks and canes right here. Maybe they won't all be swords, but pistol grip canes, sword cane. There we go. Dude, this one's kind of cool. This Blackthorn Shillelagh. Let's go around, just crack somebody in the skull with that shit and then walk around with it. That's kind of rad. What's in the Scrimma stick? Just a fucking stick? It's just a fucking straight stick. You're just like, yeah, just hit somebody with this. I dig this. Why do the Japanese sound Italian? Because they are Italians. Everyone that is not from America is basically Italian. I'm not reading that service. I can't read that. Bud K catalog has some good Fall Ninja shit as well. There you go. No, don't clip anything. Cold Steel has also had a Cold Steel Voyager blade for 20 years. It's my daily carry. That's rad. I may call you Grifter, but I call my show the Sleazy Shameless Shekel Shakedown. There you go. What's up, Harry Stem? What's up, Meek Morning? Heading out to work. Have a good day, brother. Hey, man, have a great day at work, bro. Appreciate you. Grift is in Kane. That's crazy, dude. I put a link in chat. Rough Night isn't blue because I'm not a mod. Was for a costume site. Oh, gotcha. Something Wong. Oh my god, dude. Me channeling his inner black. You've never heard me go full black. I can do that. A Scrimma sticks are what Nightwing carries. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. They're just Italians with less bitch. That's fucking wild. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, they have shields and stuff. Shit, damn, bro. They have fucking medieval bucklers and shit. Matt, see, that's what we need to bring back. Like, I don't know what the policy is in real life for like shields, but imagine instead of like a knife or a sword or a gun or anything like that, you just start walking around with a fucking shield. You just have that bitch strapped to your back, okay? And you're hanging around, maybe your buddies, like, you go to the bar with your buddies or whatever, and some guy starts acting like a crazy asshole or whatever, and, you know, shit's going down or whatever, and, you know, normally you're, like, worried, is somebody gonna pull a knife, is somebody gonna blah, 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 and this motherfucker just reaches behind him and pulls a shield down on his fucking arm, just like, fucking medium-sized fucking metal-ass shield, or he just has, yeah, he just grabs one, pulls out a fucking buckler that's, like, this big. He just pulls that fucking buckler out. And the first thing you do when you go to fight is just king. You fuck somebody up. Shields are considered body armor and are subject to regulations. It's stupid, I know. Oh yeah, let weak ass bitches roll up when you have bracers and a shield, right? You just pull the bitches out, and you're like, it's just your fucking shield on your arm. That's crazy that it's considered body armor though. That's nuts, dude. You would fuck people up, bro. You could fuck somebody up with a shield. Yeah, dude. Right after fucking 300 came out, what year did 300 come out? Let me look this up. 2006. So yeah, it was right before I graduated high school. We were doing football. We were doing football drills, and our center at the time was like 6'3", and he was like 260, 270 pounds. He was a big dude. And we were doing drills. We were running up on like you'd have like a pad, like a full-size pad on your arm, and you hold it, and the person would run into it, block it, and we were doing blocking drills and shit. And he just got it into him to do this, and this guy ran up at the fucking arm pad, and the cinder like took it back and just swung it and just fucking cold clocked this other player with it and just dropped him, like laid him out. And he was like, "This is Sparta!" And it was one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. I don't know why that reminded me of that, except just walking around with shields. So that's when blocks become strikes. Yeah. I know you can fuck somebody up with a shield. I watched Captain America 2. Fucking shit, bro. That's wrong. I watched Captain America 2, man. It's like Captain Arthur slams his mighty shield. Meek to chat, give me money or I'll go full black on you. Pretty certain that's what I heard. Twinkles, that's wild. Don't you need to be in bed? Just start tanking, dude. Yeah, like your buddy's like, there's no DPS anymore. It's just fucking tanking damage. Not sure how far you are from the tip of the middle finger, but there is a store called Enchanted Knights in Mackinac City. It carries a ton of fantasy and medieval goodies. I think I've heard of that store actually. We know somebody that went there one time, I believe, to do like an event there or something. You got this new head filled up with smoke. Yeah, I know somebody that has been to the store. They did like an event at this store. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm not super close to here, but still be cool to go. Now I got my veins all tangled close to the jukebox bars you frequent. We need to get Mike some help for his grifting disease. That's crazy, bro. It's not illegal to carry a shield, but if we're subject to restrictions, you know, did Wick ever use a shield on somebody? He did not. That would be pretty fucking great, though, dude. That would be like a great one, like to see him just whip out a fucking shield and just start beating people up. This will be the last thing I talk about, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Speaking of John Wick, I just read an article that Chad Stahelski was discussing John Wick 5, and he said that he has an idea for John Wick 5, and they're working on the story right now. And he said that what they're gonna do with it is, he said it wouldn't be what you think it is. My guess is that John Wick 5 will be like a prequel series or something. I don't know if they're going to de-age Keanu Reeves, how they would do that. But my guess is that John Wick 5, you know, here's the thing. And I don't know that this is probably going to get some heat, but I don't know. To me, one of the best things that you could do for John Wick as a series, if you wanted to keep it going, but you know, Keanu Reeves is now too old, is with Keanu Reeves' blessing, either he signs off on it, says yes or no, but if he signs off on it, you have Keanu Reeves and Chad Stahelski, and Leech, what's the first name? You have them go out and find a younger replacement to play a young John Wick. You have that guy become the new like John Wick, kind of like a James Bond situation where it's like, cool, we could keep doing movies with John Wick and play out different scenarios with John Wick as his assassin. There's an assassin world, or just do a completely new spin-off like they're doing with the ballerina and stuff. But I don't think any of those will pop off as hard as like John Wick is gonna. So But yeah, I'm gonna read this quote from or this conversation with Chad Stahelski real quick, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Okay. Interview with Hollywood Reporter. Stahelski gave his views on the future of the franchise. He will update that John Wick 5 is in development. He said he doesn't know what the movie would be about. It would be different for what people think. He also stated that although there's no topping what we did in John Wick 4, he remains excited and optimistic for the future of the franchise. He said, I was surprised yet not surprised about the development of John Wick. That scared the shit out of me. Before he got married and was running contracts. Baba Yaga. Yes. I left Michigan 2 years ago, but went only one state down and to the left. Well, there you go. Adrian for $5 says, no, you won't ever grift too far from me. You won't ever grift too far from me. That scared the shit out of me. Thank you for the follow, John. I appreciate you. Even introduce a younger guy in a movie with Keanu with flashbacks. Yes, that would be a good way to do it. I'm glad you actually agreed with me on that. I thought you guys were going to hate that. I would love to see a younger actor take the mantle for John Wick as a younger John Wick and do like 3 or 4 or 5 movies on his own. And never try to recreate what happened, but play out that universe. So Barb, Meek, the Grift test and Grift. That's crazy, bro. All right. Last thing. Okay, I'm gonna read this. This is Chad Stahelski. I was surprised yet not surprised about the development of John Wick 5. John Wick Chapter 4 just felt like it was a perfect ending for John, and the test audiences that you explained to me preferred the more definitive of that ending. John even saved a dog in a full circle moment. So how do you write a better ending than that? The honest truth is you don't. You simply don't. There's no topping what we did. That's the end. That's the deal. That's what we found closure for. Look, sometimes we'll keep things in development. My creative team and I can't stop thinking about Wick. Sometimes we'll use development as an exercise, but is there an opportunity to do John Wick 5? Of course there is, whether it's for money or for creativity. Of course there's an opportunity, but it keeps us thinking. In the last 3 years, we've already had 3 or 4 versions of a John Wick 5. There were different ways to crack the story, but it's almost a mental exercise for me. In our industry, you'll always hear of active development. They'll say, that's an active development. And yes, it is. If you count me sitting around bullshitting with Keanu or writing with Mike Finch or my partner Alex. We're writing things and coming up with great sequences, and that's a great exercise that we pilfer from and use. So we have some really good ideas, and it would not be part of that John Wick 4 storyline. It would not be what you think it is. If we could ever crack it where Keanu and I thought it was a great idea, but it didn't feel like a cheese out, then that's great. But as far as John Wick Chapter 4, we've peaked. At least I have. That's my apex. We ended it. It's a complete story. I watch it now and I feel very happy about it. But we wouldn't try to outdo it. We wouldn't try to add on to that. It'd have to be a completely different storyline. And, you know, maybe like a soft reboot of John Wick might be an interesting concept as well. Just to give Keanu a vehicle to continue to do these movies, but in a different situation. So Short Round is looking for work. He actually just had a movie. He has a movie coming out called like Love Hurts or something. It's kind of interesting, but Chat Alert's freaking Mike out. Yeah, I made a huge mistake with that. Grifting back Sunday, right? Mike scratching his butt. It was my back. We're back. A grifter's story. That's crazy, dude. Call it Baba Yaga, Legend of John Wick. Grift sides. I'm weak, bro. All right, guys. That's it. It's 3 a.m. I gotta fucking go to bed. I gotta get up at 6. I gotta be up in 3 hours to wake my child up so they can go to school on time. Guys, you are amazing. Seriously, thank you for all the support tonight. All the jokes aside, I am blown away, and I appreciate the hell out of you guys for all the support, for the super chats. And then also just hanging out and talking with me, listen to me bullshit about stuff and rant about articles. It means a lot to me. As silly as it is, it's always surprising, and it always means a lot when you guys are like, yo, I'm glad to hear you ranting about stuff, or it's nice to hear you talk. It's surprising when you guys are like, yo, can we not play a game tonight? Can we just talk? I'm always down to just have talking streams, man. It means a lot. I appreciate the hell out of it. I'm not trying to fucking grift anybody. He wasn't scratching. He was checking for poop from his last sound alert. That's crazy, bro. I didn't grift. I wasn't grifting anything. That's wild, bro. Have a good one all. That's wild. Expect great things from you in Epicverse. Thank you so much, Old Renaissance Boomer. I like these rant streams. Dude, I like doing rant streams, so I definitely will. I appreciate seeing some new faces in here. That was awesome. That was exciting. You guys, please come back. Make sure you, on your way out, like the stream. And if you think about it, please leave a comment. That also helps me. YouTube kind of shifted their algorithm to push videos and to build channels and to promote channels that have a lot of like likes and comments and stuff. It means that you guys like what you're doing and you like interacting with me. So yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. We'll be streaming tomorrow for sure. I'm trying to finish out Resident Evil 2. I really want to get to the end of Resident Evil 2 and finish it out. So, but I'll keep in touch with you guys. I appreciate the hell out of you. And I will talk to you all very soon. Take it easy. Have a great night. Later.